Hello, dear user. Zaidi Boy here, aka Hussein Zaidi, a rational Muslim. My teeth are actually very yellow, and I saw a product slash whitening pen. Yo, I'm being silly. This is my humble abode, guys. Welcome. Welcome to my domain. I have been biding my time, watching and waiting. Now you are mine. So I did this when I first moved in, which is make a lot of noise at the like the 2100 hour time frame. I got in trouble for the goddamn thing, by the way. Um, so the first thing I do when I go into a new place is I tag it, but I tag it as a Shia Muslim with the names of the Holy Prophet's family. Just like there's five fingers on your hand: Muhammad, Ali, Fatima, Hassan, and Hussein. So I wrote this down. I have a problem because I want to put this high, right? Do. Like, I'm really thinking of standing it up in there. Like, I'll tell you why. Because, guys, do. Guys, I'm thinking of standing it up there, and I did. Like, I don't like it. I'll tell you something. Like, today, after many days or months, I wanted to talk about Windows. Like, I was watching something I had uploaded, The Children of Milliken Park. I loved it. No one's watched it. I went and liked it myself because you can't tell. And why the fuck not? You're going to vote for yourself in politics? Why are you not going to do that? Are you stupid? Like, there's many reasons to do it. There's no reason that it's a bad thing, something like this, right? Guys, so this is my humble abode. I'm proud of this place. I've only been out of jail since April, May, June, July. May, June, July, like 3 to 4 months. Right now, God is great. I have family. God is great, however, it works both ways. I'm from Pakistan. Over the years, I've sent my dad thousands of dollars. Okay, like when I was in jail for like 2 months, guys, for doing what? For getting into an argument with a lady at Shoppers Drug Mart, guys. Like my landlord might be one of my subscribers. I don't even know who is subscribed to this channel, guys. Let me say this thing: camera is very powerful, and learning to speak into a camera is a great fucking trick, like thing to know how to do. It takes years of effort. Guys, a camera, as soon as you turn it on, anyone like shies away from this thing, or it changes them, or like enlarges certain aspects of their personality, things like this. It distorts like who they are. Do. So this thing is called fraud. Okay. Then I put, like, why not? Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I put my own signature, which is an H and a Z, just for my paintings? Then I'll put the month and the year. Why would I not do that? Is that vainglorious? Or is that essentially a probo to the following principle? This has nothing to do with Windows. I don't know what the hell I'm going to call this thing. It's certainly not Warm Windows. I wanted to talk about how Microsoft Windows is shit. You need to get a Chromebook. For years, I didn't say you should get a Mac, but for years, I hinted once in a while in my videos that Windows is just like a necessary evil. They use it at Oracle. Okay, so like I don't talk about it. Like that's all that is. Uncle Larry is the ultimate Microsoft destroyer. Like he's like, I'm here on YouTube. Larry Ellison. You'll see him like in one of their endless litigation battles with Microsoft. Oracle and Microsoft isn't. It's no contest. He's like, I don't see their fucking lawyers here. I don't see anyone from Microsoft here. I'm here. Larry Ellison, the CEO of Oracle Corporation, is saying this outside of this venue, this fucking place, like they have a case against him. Anyway, so Windows is shit. We've known this forever, right? Just like cloud computing, like Larry Ellison is the man. Like, guys, if you're lucky enough to be watching a video by a billionaire, like you need to, these are like, I don't know what to say, like to people who are watching this. It's the thing that kind of strikes me is that if you find what I'm saying interesting, the only thing that interests me is stuff other people have said, basically, like, which is all true. And I'm out there collecting it because Imam Ali said, peace be upon him, this is like Colombian, pre-Columbiana artifacts, eh? This is a little. I might as well tell you this. Like, I feel like I'm disobeying my religion, Islam. I built a little shrine to my fucking wife. There's a little jeep. Do 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 do. Yo, she's got a. Well, that's me actually. This thing right here, guys. This is like a just like cleanliness and general hygiene, things of this nature. It's kind of sick, isn't it? Like in the background, by the way, if you're actually paying attention to this thing. So I was saying, like, what kind of person would watch this? Like, does the person fixated on me? Then I need very quickly to direct you to look up Aristotle or watch 300 or things like this, or go look up Alex Becker if you're into YouTubing. You need to find. I said this on my video Meltdown at King Street and Bay Street in downtown Toronto. This kind of thing that has a title similar to what I just said. Guys, Don Juan told Carlos Castaneda, you have to find what makes you happy. Okay, I have rephrased this for kids today. I've understood this fucking thing. Isn't this a great shot? Like how are you going to mess with something like this? Okay, so this angle. Let's do this thing again. Let's do it like this. Right, this kind of thing. Like whatever. Like filmmaking 101. Filmmaking is so yesterday. What's today is create content. And Gary Vaynerchuk, my hero, I suppose, I should narrow down and say my hero is Gary Vaynerchuk. Why? He validated me. Out of all the people I hear worship, he actually, I dare say that, like, he follows me on Twitter and I follow him back. Okay, we haven't directly communicated with each other. But like the guy is amazing. Like every time I see him tweet something, I lose my mind. I'm just like ecstatic all of a sudden. Out of nowhere. This kind of thing, it's so powerful that it's got me to say things like this. Like, I'm writing this for my client. You can go look this up. Steve Scott. Outcomes, okay? Outcomes. Outcomes. This has nothing to do with Windows. Get a Chromebook. Windows is shit. Windows is shit. Microsoft may have put back world technology by like the progress of that thing by 50 years. This is just a statement. Like they put it back. This is for sure, right? 50 years, 100 years, who knows? Like it depends what kind of productivity levels we're looking at, what kind of people, what race. If it was Japanese people, it may not be the case at all. They might have sidestepped that fucking thing completely. Anyway, I'm just showing off various bits of art. What I like to do is I have a rule and I'm trying to apply it in every area of my life, binary. Okay, so I might be saying two things at the same time. And then at the same time, I'm talking about one thing and I'm showing you this thing. Right? So these are all things. Like this is just rubbish. Like you need, here's something I learned from this book. It's very cool. I'm going to try and do what Ty Lopez does, which is basically just show you that he reads like a madman. He's mad. There's no question about this, man. Like I have a bit link. Two of them I'll give you right now. Everyone is Bipolar is the book I'm writing. Everyone is Bipolar, capital first letter, hyphens, and then that's about it. Like I'll put it in the description. I'm going to try and put it together with this link of my brother, not my brother, but my client, Steve Scott's book that I'm writing along with him. I have the honor of going into that guy's mind. It's been a trip. It's been 2 years and we're putting this thing out shortly. I'm putting the finishing touches on this thing, or send me some feedback. Right? It's meant to be about 100 pages because we need something to complement the course that Steve and his team are putting together. bit.ly/Stephen Scott Thriving. Capital first letter, hyphen, Stephen Scott Thriving, the letter V in Stephen. Then those two should do for now, right? So if you want to see my original YouTube channel, Zaidiboy, Zaidiboy, you can also Google me and you'll come up with my LinkedIn, all this kind of stuff. So Ty Lopez, I have a rule that I've developed over the years, which is not show and tell, but tell and show. It's like this. You show up and you talk shit. Like this is what everyone does. You'll show up and you're like, I'm good looking. I'm wearing a suit. By the way, I'm wearing it like a Latino gangster today. I've never done this because I don't like it. I don't think it's practical and it makes you look like a goddamn Latino gangster. But I thought for this video, in order to talk to you about this whole concept of binary and talking points, right? And props, and you might as well say personality, right? So my when I, like my YouTube persona is like an alter ego. Do you understand what art is? This book, by the way, taught me that it's the thing. You'll agree if you're watching this. On the one hand, I worry about what kind of person watches a ridiculous rant by some kind of depraved loser such as myself. What the fuck could I tell such a person? I beg you sometimes to go and see Alex Becker if you're into YouTubing, like this kind of thing. Like, why would you not watch listen to a scribbled audiobook, by um, Marcus Aurelius Meditations, this kind of thing. Like, find little books. Okay, I was saying that Don Juan says that you should, as a warrior, find things in life that make you happy. And then you surround yourself with those things and you cut everything else out of your life. That's all you do. It's just a continuous process. Unfortunately, this includes things and people. And unfortunately, with things, you realize they're all disposable. That's it. So you're attached to no thing. You are attached to people, and ultimately, they all throw you under the bus, is the way you should live your life. Like, you'll give anything for anyone, more or less, in Gandhi mode, if that were the thing. I don't know. Like, that's a question for me. If it's a bad person, and I've thought to myself, and it seems that they're bad, and everyone knows they're bad, and they have this thing, and they're bad in public, and there's rulings in Shia jurisprudence along these lines. If it is known that someone is a drunkard or a slanderer or a deceiver or a liar or some kind of sinner, more or less, like a bad person, and this is public knowledge, then you're allowed to talk about this person and it's not considered backbiting. For example, this book is called The History of Warfare. Are you joking? I'm going to double check it just to make sure, and then I'm going to show it to you. Tell and show. Okay, that's sales. I say it's sales. Nobody taught me that. I'm the guy who says that's sales. Show and tell. Okay, and then I'll say something like, I'm going to show you this forklift operator license officer called A History of Warfare. This is like the shit right here, by the way. The guy bypasses, right now, like, Clausewitz. Like, I made a video at one point. I think I was talking about this book, and I said I was interested in reading Clausewitz. He's like a Prussian general. Like, von Bismarck was another guy. Like, I think Hitler was like crazy about this guy. That doesn't make him a bad guy, by the way. Like, I study Hitler. Okay, I may as well tell you, like, I've read Donald Trump. I mean, to say I study him, like, I know like his moves. I don't have to study him. Like, I appreciate what he's doing. Whatever, he wins. I don't know what he's doing, but I understand how he does what he does. Like, it's hard to talk about. It's like, who knows what he's up to, but this is how he does it. He does it with people. He does it with messaging, propaganda, and ultimately, like, the guys of what would be called power. What the fuck is it? It's not what you think it is. It's not like, on the one hand, loud works, repetition works, and big works. Okay? And ultimately, violence or force works. What are you going to do? They work. The guy, basically, who's accountable with his life is going to perform better than someone who may get fired or may not get fired. He may end up running the fucking company. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? So this whole called Sicilian thing, right? Like, I'm talking about gangsters again, and I'm going to just tell you right off the bat, I'm a criminal because everyone's a criminal. Okay, I'm not a fucking gangster. I meet all kinds of people, and they put the fear of God into me, from young people, children, like a kid who's 12, to some guy who's like 90, to some lady from like Zimbabwe. To me, they're very gangster. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now in the Sicilian thing, Al Pacino slaps this lady at some point. Do, 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 do. It's just like Sean Connery slapping this lady. Like, if you watch one of these James Bond movies, do, 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 do. If you watch one of these James Bond movie guys, then you'll be struck by the fact that nobody, like, I was struck by the fact that nobody cares that Sean Connery slaps some effing person. Al Pacino slaps this lady in The Godfather, okay? Part 2, something like this. She calls it her, this Sicilian thing of yours, and then she killed his baby. Anyway, I'm going 15 minutes. Looks good to me. Be nice to your mother. And this one, like the guy says in this book, art, okay, is practice, science is theory. This is it. This is everything. Like this is a mess. I should be with my wife. She has a beautiful apartment. We just like left the house in Calgary recently, sold the townhouse, this kind of thing. Like this is the world I live in. Now, the reality is you ask her whatever she says. If she says he's married to me or he's not, he's a loser or he's not, he's insane or he's not, he's my husband or he's not, we live together or we don't, accept this kind of bullshit. The fact is we are married. We got married in a church. We went to City Hall. We got a piece of paper. We didn't register the thing. Like there's always a fucking story. Like, by the way, I have to say this. Guys, my sales mentor number X, Steve Lawrence, DocChalk@hotmail.com. Steve Lawrence, that guy. This guy told me one time that people buy the sizzle, not the steak. What this means, ultimately, after a month or months of this thing, I was given to understand it refers to story, like the story. Like it takes years to understand what the fuck is going on here, but it's something like this. People like drama because people learn through stories, because stories repeat themselves. The lost, like, what is this bullshit? Like the fucking hero's journey. Okay, refer you to Joseph Campbell. Just Google him, Joseph Campbell, or YouTube him, Joseph Campbell. Mythology, mythical motifs, Star Wars, George Lucas, Skywalker Ranch. Go Google any of this stuff. Like mythology, essentially, is stories. Like the lover's journey, like not the fucking lover's journey, like the lover that doesn't return, like this bullshit. Love is shit. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm leaving. It's 17 minutes. I'm leaving. Look it up. Just Google it. See you later, eh? Nice coming by. Like it's nice you came by. It's a mess. It's a mess, but I'm very proud of it. It's just been a few months. My dad did pay my rent 1 month, so bless him. But I have paid like, yo, I just thought today, literally, that if I had money like tens of thousands of dollars, or should I send him 10 grand or like something like this? Like would I send him money $1,000? Then I realized this is absurd. He doesn't need it. God's blessed him so much. He's one of those people that he just doesn't think about it. Like he just doesn't, he does what he wants. This is what you want. It's, listen to me, it's very different than a person with $1 billion that is like hundreds of millions in debt, even toward 300 million in debt. Because that fucking thing, every day it's costing him 50 grand. It's like an hour, every hour it's costing him a certain amount of money. This is not fucking cool. I'm leaving, okay? Under 20 minutes, good enough for me, right? Just do something useful with your goddamn time this one time. Get a Chromebook. Microsoft is total shit. Just Google Uncle Larry. He'll be talking about cloud computing. Google the following. Larry Ellison Cloud Computing. See you later. Do the right thing. Like someone else, I saw it on their sign, so I can say it now to you.